A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant legal development, a federal appeals court has ruled that former President Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs on foreign goods were imposed unlawfully, marking a major setback for his administration's trade policies. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit determined that Trump overstepped his authority by declaring national emergencies to justify these tariffs, impacting nearly every country that the United States trades with. This ruling comes as a response to a prior decision from the Court of International Trade, which also found Trump's use of the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEPA, to impose these tariffs to be legally questionable. The appellate court's 7-4 decision emphasized that the IEPA does not grant the president the power to impose tariffs or taxes, stating that such authority belongs to Congress. This ruling not only challenges Trump's flagship policy, but also raises concerns about the potential implications for the U.S. economy and its trade relationships globally. The court's ruling has not halted the tariffs immediately. Instead, it has allowed them to remain in place until mid-October, setting the stage for a potential appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court. Trump, in response to the ruling, took to social media to criticize the court as highly partisan and labeled the decision a disaster for the nation, claiming that it could lead to the destruction of the United States if allowed to stand. The IEPA, enacted in 1977, was designed to give the president authority to respond to national emergencies and threats from abroad. However, the court's decision clarified that this law does not provide the president with the broad power to impose tariffs. The ruling is particularly notable given its implications for Trump's trade agenda, which has been characterized by an aggressive approach to tariffs as a means to address trade imbalances and protect national security. Economists are concerned about the uncertainty this ruling introduces into the business landscape, with potential repercussions for global markets. Dr. Linda Yu, an economist at Oxford University, noted that businesses may hesitate to engage in trade with the U.S. as they await the Supreme Court's decision on this matter. If the Supreme Court ultimately affirms the appellate court's ruling, it could lead to a reassessment of existing trade agreements and the tariffs currently in place. The political ramifications of this ruling are also significant. Should the Supreme Court side with Trump, it could empower him to wield the IEPA more aggressively, potentially reshaping U.S. trade policy in the future. The court's conservative majority, with 6 of the 9 justices appointed by Republican presidents, may influence the outcome of this case. As the legal battle unfolds, the implications for Trump's political capital are profound. A ruling against him could undermine his reputation as a dealmaker and weaken his standing within the Republican Party. Conversely, a Supreme Court ruling in his favor could reinforce his authority and embolden his administration's trade policies. The tariffs in question include a range of rates imposed on various countries, including China, Mexico, and Canada, and have been a cornerstone of Trump's strategy to renegotiate trade deals. However, the court's ruling has left many questions unanswered, particularly regarding the economic impact of these tariffs and the potential for refunds on import taxes collected during this period. As the U.S. administration prepares for a likely appeal, the business community and international partners are left to navigate the uncertainty created by this legal battle. The outcome of this case could have far-reaching consequences for the U.S. economy and its role in global trade, making it a pivotal moment in American political and economic history. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.